Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RPM League, the wrap-up. Guys, we have arrived. Actually, I've got to take my jacket off for this. We have arrived at that all-important RPM Global Sprint event, which is, yep, you guessed it. That's right, guys. It's the Rugby World Cup Global RPM League Sprint event. Guys, we've got two tournaments happening. We've got the Elite, we've got the Open. Essentially, we've got 20 teams in each competing for the glorious opportunity to be crowned victors at the end of the tournament. Now, last week, I was at the Commercial Director's offsite in Istanbul, and I was talking all things retail, and I took the opportunity, as you would expect, to get these guys on camera to understand who they think are the ones to watch when it comes to the RPM League Rugby World Cup. So let's take a listen to the guys. Okay, here we are, Errol Fonseca. Right, here we are with Leonard Salt. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Nathan Best. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here by the one they call Darren Brown. Right, Tom Fain. Okay, hello, mate. How are you? Yeah, good. Here we are, Cameron Hume. Obviously, the Rugby World Cup is actually in your backyard in Japan, right?
Home advantage.
Yeah, home advantage. We're obviously approaching the Rugby World Cup.
Yep.
Mate, who's your pick in the Elite?
I've got a couple of teams, but probably I'll go for the Boston Patriots.
Okay, good pick. Doing really well at the moment, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
Nathan, Rugby World Cup, Japan 2019 RPM League. Who's the pick for the UCats?
Like Elvin, very, very difficult.
Yep.
Simply put, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, okay.
Street cars,
Yeah,
they're amongst it.
Yep.
And then I've got to give a special mention to Give Me Five from the Astor
Listen,
Network.
we shouldn't discount the Astor Hawks. I mean, those guys have done some special things. Listen, Rugby World Cup obviously is coming up. RPM League clicking in. You've got a couple strong teams in the Elite. Mate, tell me, who's your pick?
Izmir Dynamites.
Okay, yeah.
And Qatar Express.
Yeah, listen, Qatar Express is a good one. Who's your pick for the Elite?
Well, I've been watching the teams here, and I think that the Dynamites are going to take this thing.
So Carissa's crew, huh?
Carissa's going to do it.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't count out the Daredevils.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
they're ready to fire up and take it. So
Matt Rogers, he's not a stranger to being in the top spot, right?
In fact, the reality is we're going to take 1 and 2.
Okay. ANZ, all ANZ final.
Correct.
Okay, there we go. Now, who's your pick for the Elite?
Well, it's we've got two Japan teams, so they're going to have home advantage. So you've got Shinzo up in beautiful Hokkaido and Centura in Tokyo. So you've got to pick one of them. And then we've got Malaysia coming in there as a bit of a dark horse. We're a great chance to take 1, 2 and 3.
I have to say 1, 2 and 3. Well, we had Darren Brown say earlier that
we're just going to raise Darren.
I have to say though, you have to keep it on the Japan teams, homegrown advantage, and those guys are really pumped for this, right? Leonard, welcome to RPM League. Listen, Rugby World Cup's about to start. You've got a few strong teams in the mix. Who's your pick?
My pick is definitely the Jets. The Jets from Frankfurt were the ones who were really struggling in the past.
Yep.
And this year has been a breakout year for them.
Okay.
My bet is on them.
But who you got in the Open?
Smart Dolphins, so they're just one of the best performing teams globally.
They are.
So, mate, you'd have to back them any day of the week, wouldn't you?
And what about in the Opens?
I think I'll go for the Mighty Morphins. I think they're doing extremely well this year. I think they're probably going to win that, I think so.
Oh, there we go. You've heard it live and direct. Errol Fonseca. The Mighty Morphin Currency Exchanges are going to win the Open tournament for the Rugby World Cup. What about in the Open tournament?
That one's easy, Elvin.
Yep.
Tornadoes.
Yeah. Listen, I've just told Cam Hume that I was going to back his Japan teams, but the Tornadoes definitely ones to watch. Anu Jyoti, what a ship she's running.
Impressive.
Yep.
Great person, great team.
Yep.
Winners.
What about in the Open tournament?
My pick, Bahrain Goliaths.
Yeah. I reckon they're due for some success. So, brilliant. Thanks very much, mate. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Get out of here. Very quickly, what about the Opens? Who's your pick there?
Well, I'm really excited to see what Phoenix can do with Pete coming on board in New Zealand. I think they're going to give it a go, and Pete coming over from Western Australia, he's going to charge the team from New Zealand. No doubt.
Couldn't agree more.
But let's not count out the Titans. They're strong.
We got to keep an eye on that Ben Joseph chap. He's doing some special things down there.
Doing great work, Ben.
So what, 1 and 2 as well for the Open tournament? Okay, there we go.
We'll just take all 4 spots. In fact, wrap this up now.
There we go, done. Well, there we go. Very, very interesting. As you can see, that all the commercial directors obviously are rooting for their respective teams to be crowned champions. Let's see what the tournament will bring. I know already we're starting to see some significant motivations and game strategies coming out of the team captains that are participating in this global tournament. Now before we go, it's important to note that this fantastic tournament is obviously happening in Japan. Hey, yokoso, arigato. And given that it's in Japan, the guys in the marketing team across Japan teamed up with a lot of the marketing teams across the world, and we've actually got a fantastic Japan destination guide which is going to help you guys out there convert those all-important interactions with your customers through delivery of fantastic customer care. And this, my friends, should just be able to help you along your way with achieving the results you need in order to beat your opponent across the RPM League sprint event. Now in some geos as well, you've actually got a fantastic launch pack, and I know the guys in the UK under the guise of Katia have developed something quite special here. So if you've got this, fantastic. If you don't have this for your geo, get a hold of your marketing department and see if they could potentially talk to the guys in the UK to pinch some of the fantastic stuff that we got in here. So guys, there's nothing else to say but get behind your colours, get behind your team, and may the best team win. And guys, until next time, good luck with sales.